The President, Uhuru Kenyatta, tomorrow expected to pronounce new or extended COVID-19 containment measures that will guide the war against the coronavirus pandemic that has ravaged the country for the last 1 year. And as he prepares to address the nation at a time the virus transmission is on an upward trend, COVID-19 containment protocols declared over 4 months ago remain ignored or breached by Kenyans from all walks of life, including senior political leaders. Sam Gituku reports.
Mimi niko area.
It has become the norm to witness political meetings every other weekend and random weekdays as senior politicians traverse the country under the excuse of popularizing their side of argument on national debate. But these have all along been illegal after President Kenyatta suspended all political gatherings back in November 2020. The numbers had been sliding into a severe second wave, a pandemic that began in March 2020, had peaked in July and started a downward trend in August and September, leading to a national conference called to take stock of gains made in the fight against COVID-19. But President Kenyatta was quick to warn against a second wave.
If we have won one battle against COVID-19, we have not yet won the war. The possibility of a second wave of this pandemic is real, as we have seen in other countries.
A wave that surely came, forcing the tightening of containment measures. Political gatherings were banned for a period of 2 months and the curfew duration increased to between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. November alone recorded 28,000 infections. In December, the number of new infections started to decline, getting better in January to the comfort of not just the politicians but the general public. At this time, President Kenyatta had extended the restrictions for a further 2 months that expires this Friday. A month ago, a curve that had flattened hit a spike, a positivity rate that had remained under 5%, rising gradually to currently stand at an average of 9.7%. The COVID-19 pandemic officially in a third wave as the country marks 1 year.
That the third wave has been in other parts of the world, including Europe, with devastating effects. And our hope and prayer is that this is not what we are going to experience in our nation.
And while the number of COVID-19 related deaths had been reducing to an average of 3 per day in January and February, the curve is gradually rising with 43 fatalities so far reported in the 11 days of March. The Council of Governors calling for further suspension of political gatherings, which have all along been outlawed, a ban never enforced.
The fight against COVID-19 is being hurt by the political gatherings. In this regard, the Council, in consultation with the Minister of Health, is urging the President to halt all political gatherings for the next 30 days.
The time has come to start looking back at some of the measures that we have taken, whether to increase and to stop and make some mandatory requirements of our population.
Kenyans too having adopted a lackluster attitude despite requirement to wear masks while in public and traveling in both public and private vehicles. It remains an idea on paper. The president's declaration unheeded.
No mask, no service. Bila barakoa, hakuna huduma.
A president with the task of declaring what should be done to fight a virus, a careless political class oblivious of the rules, and a citizenry that has thrown caution to the wind amidst a rising health crisis. Sam Gituku, TV, Nairobi.